Well, I think the budget itself is quite clearly aimed at the election. There are some good things in there. I think the way in which the small business taxation arrangements are treated is a good thing. That has the capacity, because it's virtually a stimulus payment, to create some activity with the economy, and the Reserve Bank has indicated that the economy needs a bit of an injection by reducing interest rates as well. The other thing that I think is a positive is the high-end super arrangements have been looked at. But when you analyse the rest of the budget, it does very little, particularly in relation to the things that are required into the future. Very little about the national broadband network. We're still slipping there. We've gone from 30th to 60th in the world, and that's the world our children and grandchildren have got to live within and operate in terms of communication systems. So a negative there. The Gonski education funding arrangements haven't been addressed, and you can't part fund a formula that's aimed at remediation in terms of education for our children, those children that need that little bit of extra help. Climate change, renewable energy, the interface of extraction industries and mining with water, etc., hardly mentioned at all. So a lot of the future issues have just been brushed past, and I can understand that in terms of where the budget fits with the election, but I think people will be a bit concerned that the government's not that concerned with the big issues for the future, and that includes some of the economic issues too that I think we've really got to start and address. The housing issue, the way in which revenue is gained into the future. We're going to, whether we like it or not, we're going to have to look at things like negative gearing and capital gains tax, superannuation, some of the middle class welfare issues. Those things are going to have to be reviewed, and this budget does very little about that because it doesn't want to offend anyone.